What's up, y'all, and welcome to another video. This Bad News Brown. Once again, before I get started, go ahead and hit that like and please subscribe. Now, if you're new to my channel, I speak on a little bit about everything from current events, my personal experience, politics, whatever. Now, this story is going to be about my interactions with the late great Kenny Red and the Hughes Brothers. So now, again, if you're new to my channel, I recently did a video speaking regarding the Tongue and Crips in Oakland when I was living in the Allendale neighborhood. So again, this story takes place in the Allendale neighborhood. All right, so now, at this point, y'all, I think I was about 16 or 17. Now, we lived on one of the side streets off Penniman. Now, at this time, I was in trouble. Yeah, I was in trouble. So I wasn't thugging. My little bruh was in YA, or he had ran from somewhere. He was in YA. And our folks was kind of hard on us because we was out there tearing stuff up. I mean, it was like a lot of these youngsters now, it was kind of no discretion on what we was doing. Now, thinking back, I would do a lot of stupid stuff literally right where I lived. And I remember one day I did something stupid and I'm running back to the house. That's another dumb move, run straight back to the house. And K Red happened to be pulling up and he seen me and he already knew what time it was. And I remember he took me to the side and hollered at me and basically told me to, harness my hustle and don't make no career being no jacker or no thief or nothing like that. So definitely I'll never forget that conversation what I had with K Red. So now my family, let's say, I got a lot of prominent people in my family, from the rich and famous to the broke and dangerous. So now K Red grew up with a lot of my family members. So it was normal for him when he was in town to come by the house and chop up game with Pops. And I'm talking about from the ages where me and bro was young, we would have to be in the room and listen to them chop game all night to the point where we was actually old enough to go in a big room and listen. So now, all this was going on. And also, a special shout out go out to TYREE, K Red's son. Now, TYREE, he would come through. TYREE, back then, he used to love shooting dice. I mean, it was nothing for he would even come through by himself, him and his boys, and me, him, them, and bruh would literally be in the kitchen shooting dice for hours, or in the garage. We wasn't tripping on no thugging, no nothing, just straight dice shooting. I definitely harnessed my dice shooting skills dealing with TYREE. So now, again, like I said, it was normal for K Red to come by the house when he was in town. So now, fast forward to the day of. Now, I was at the house. Now, at this time, again, y'all, like I said, I wasn't trying to do no thugging at this time. I was really trying to be cool, and I was interested in movie making, script writing, and all that type of stuff. And also, real quick, another thing, R.I.P. to my guy Solace. Now, also who lived in the Allendale neighborhood, a few houses down from us, was my guy Pep Love from the group Hieroglyphics. Now again, Pep Love was older than me, so a lot of times he wouldn't even be in town because he was always on the road, with them, with his group. And I remember one time he had even offered this. I was like 15. He had offered like, man, you can come with us on the road. And I think another partner who stayed next door, John. What's up, John? I think John went, but I was too young. Moms wasn't fucking with me, so I couldn't go. So a lot of times, Pep Love wouldn't even be in town, but his older brother, and rest in peace, Solace, Silas would be out there hanging with us. And again, I was in let's say a movie making mode. Now Silas, again, RIP Silas. Silas put me up on game. I learned a lot from Silas because at this time he was going to the Omega's Boys Club out there in Frisco in Potrero Hill. Now, for those that don't know, the Omega's Boys Club was a well-known institution that would help brothers out, get them into college or whatnot. So he was going there. So sometimes I would actually ride out there with him a few times. You know, go to the Omega's Boys Club, chop up game, try to get in. So anyway, I'm at the house, I'm chilling. K Red come through, and he talking to Pops. Okay, normal regular day, and he mentioned that hey man, we doing a movie right now, a documentary or whatever. So and he was like, I got the Hughes Brothers right outside right now. So now, sometimes K Red will have one of his cars parked in our garage. So when he come in town, he'll come through. Now he had that once you squeeze me in your cherry M3, you already know what I'm talking about. So he chopping it up with Pops. He like, yeah man, I got the Hughes Brothers outside over here. So I instantly just go outside, and there they was. They was both of the brothers. They was in a little under bucket. I think it was like a little brown Datsun or something. I could be mistaken. One of them, he had the big movie camera in his hand. So, I'm fake weight juice. I go down, I'm hollering at him or whatnot, introduce myself, tell him, I'm interested in filmmaking and stuff. And I'm pretty sure they didn't heard that a million times. And I chopped it up with them for about 5-10 minutes. And they were just basically telling me, giving me a few little pointers, really, don't stop writing. Same kind of like with this YouTube film stuff, man. Don't stop, keep pushing. But anyway, I had a good little cool conversation. So after that, I was hella motivated, as far as doing the film or whatnot. And I think they was getting ready to shoot the barbershop scene. And if you ain't seen it, go get that documentary American Pimp. And there's a barbershop scene in there. And that was the scene they were getting ready to shoot. Now, I actually didn't show up to the barbershop till a little bit after. And it was a lot of back and forth. You got to think, they didn't shoot that scene in 10 minutes. So it was a few takes, some back and forth or whatnot, people coming by the house to and from or whatnot. So eventually, I did pull up. My cousin and them, they was already there. When I pulled up, the shoot was already over. People were still there, but they had already did their filming. And this was on, that barbershop over there on Mac, kind of like by a little bit past Fruitvale on Mac. So anyway, that was a cool ass experience for me, y'all. I learned a lot, man. RIP, man, to the great K Red, man. Like I said, I learned a lot from him, and he was definitely true to it, man. He was a man's man. Like I said, when he grabbed me and chopped it up with me, he was like, man, I already know what you did. Man, that ain't the way to go, so to speak. And he didn't even put me on blast. He didn't even tell, Pops or nothing. And I did something kind of hot, too, which was kind of dumb of me. I did a lot of hot stuff around there. So I definitely got a lot of love and respect for K Red, man. RIP to the great K Red, man. Definitely a man's man, true to his craft, man. I'm telling you, I would sit there and listen to them for hours, speak on stuff, because back then, like I said, in the room, me and bro, we'd just sit there and ear hustle, So for our age, we was ganked up, real ganked up, just being just who we affiliated with. So although we was young, we definitely knew what time it was in more ways than one. But the moral of this story, man, y'all, man, stay true to it, man. Keep pushing, man, because that's what I learned from them guys, was to keep pushing, from K Red, Silas, even the Hughes brothers. Keep pushing, man. Don't stop pushing, man. Once again, y'all, it's Bad News Brown breaking this shit down go ahead and subscribe, man.